What's up, everybody? SMan Da Best Man here. It's your host at Critical Minds, where we like to push the boundaries of critical thinking, unity, honor, moral integrity, and also spiritual awakening to higher conscientiousness and higher levels of enlightenment and the powers of your body and your light electrical being and all that good stuff. Today's a cleanup day today. I'm going to be busy cleaning up. Feel free to leave comments. Don't be shy to ask some questions, or if you want to get to know me or get to know each other, I would love to do so. I love interacting with my audiences, and I love interacting and making new friends. I hope everybody's well, and I wish peace and prosperity on this physical journey, and may the light be with you guys and protection. Give an angel its wings and let's send him back to heaven. Hot. Thank you. Water vibrational frequency flow into this food. I would like to raise the frequencies of this food with positive affirmations, chants, and vibrations. Thank you to the water in this food. I would like to say thank you again to this water in this food for bringing me and settling my appetite and bringing me any vitamins or calories, anything that my body needs to be replenished with. I just want to say thank you. Sideways, actually, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? My name's SMan Da Best Man. I'm the host of this channel at Critical Minds, where we like to push the boundaries of critical thinking, unity, moral integrity, and spiritual enlightenment. If this is not something for you, then you guys can keep it moving. If it is something that interests you and intrigues you, then don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you guys nothing, but also helps out me and my family immensely manifest the life that we truly desire and deserve, and also you guys too. So it would be an awesome privilege and experience to have you guys come along with this journey. Today's a little bit of a cleanup day, so I'm just a little bit of cleaning up. Hey, Mr. Alfred, how are you doing? Egg, hi, how you doing? Julius, how you doing? I used to love eating corn on the cob, but I hated getting stuck in my teeth, and then I discovered that corn is actually really bad for our digestive system. It's one of the main compromisations to our digestive and intestines. It gives us IBS and all that stuff, like other dairy products and stuff. Four-wheeling, Islam. No, I'm not Islamic. I used to study Arabic after I discovered that Christianity is a false religion and a satanic ritual religion. Religion was made by the Roman Catholics. The word religion came from the word relegate. Relegate is to assign to a lower position or to hold back, to limitate. Like the black cube of Saturn. That's the reason why the judges, they all wear the judgment, the black cloak. It's because it represents the black cube of Saturn. So I am a Freemason. I was been sponsored by one of the top ranks in Canada. I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, little mafioso steel city town, medical town, just south of Toronto, the biggest city of Hamilton. When shit goes down in Toronto, all those guys, they like to flee to our city. So it's starting to grow immensely. The metropolitan faces that are starting to really pile up, and the development in my city in the last 10 years is just crazy. So I just want to say what's up to everybody. Shout outs to everybody that's here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your guys' busy schedule to come in here and listen to me rant and, so everybody, I hope everybody gets along, say nice things to each other. Uplifting people is better. Words cost you nothing. When you empower your people, watch your circle transform, watch your world transform into something that is just unpenetrable. You know what I mean? So when you learn how to empower your people and the ones you love, your world will transform around you. And it costs us nothing. Words cost us nothing. These tortoral fields, these spells that we're casting out and sends ripple effects that alternate our future, it actually alternates people's future positively instead of negatively impacting them, trying to make them feel bad about themselves to validate your guys' insecurities. So not saying your guys's, but those negative people. Those negative people, they try to bring people down with them, you know what I mean? Because they're already headed down. They don't know how to go up, so they're headed down, you know what I mean? And they just try to latch on to every other positive entity in this world. So would you want to be a part of the USA? Yes, I would love to be a part of the USA. I think Canada's country. My whole family is military. My whole family fought in the Great Wars, the Korean Wars, the Afghanistan, Iraq, everything. I've lost actually 3 great ancestors to the Great War. Great uncle, great grandfather in Vimy Ridge. They were a part of the Vimy Ridge taking it over. Thank you guys for for the ultimate sacrifice and for today our freedom. I also lost my great grandfather at Pearl Harbor. He was on that 2nd tier vessel of his warship. He was Morse code. He was the guy that sent the signals back to the home base. Unfortunately, a Japanese kamikaze, before flying into a plane, they dropped a crate of little C4 and grenades tied with strings, and when it drops out, it blew the side of, it missed the ship, but blew the side of the vessel. He died at Pearl Harbor. R.I.P. my great-grandfather, Joseph Winchester. My name is SMan Da Best Man. My name is Shane. I'm your host for Critical Minds, and I wish you guys all the best and success, and hopefully we can take this journey together. I'm gonna go finish my eating, and yeah, Jesus Christ died for him. No, Jesus Christ is your subconscious, my friend. And when he comes back, it's not a physical being or a star coming into the sky. It's the Great Awakening. Jesus Christ is your subconscious, and that's how you connect to the superconscious, which is God. And only through Jesus Christ, can you meet or go to and speak and be with the Father, which is the super consciousness, the infinite puric ether energy that keeps this dome, this whatever you guys want to call it, flowing and going. Jesus Christ was not crucified on the cross. You guys are praying to a satanic ritual, blood sacrifice, and you guys don't even know it. Christianity is a Luciferian religion, and you guys don't even know it. It's been symbolically hidden, just like the English language has actually been weaponized by these same people that have created critical thinking. So everything is within us. We don't need to go anywhere else. Why do you think this is called the temple? Because the kingdom of God resides within us. God can never leave us nor forsaken us. Do you want to know why? Because he can't. He dwells inside us. And our subconscious, Jesus Christ, I am, not that he is, you are. You are getting directly connected to your creator. Now, and if you guys have an open perspective, regardless to agree to disagree, I'll show you guys the Freemason cult knowledge that will blow your guys' mind and show you guys what type of person you are, an electrical magnetic light being, a starseed, and where we are, what we live in, how we're supposed to live, and what we're supposed to prepare for, right? So, come along on the journey and I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna go finish eating a couple of more minutes and I'll get back to some more critical thinkings and so Gain Shillis, let me tell you something, my friend. You don't know who I am, and to say such derogatory, profane just shows the characteristics of you, and you can keep that negativity to yourself and take that shit down the street, because I'm here to spread positivity, love, and light, and enlightenment, and spiritual awakening, and higher ascensions of conscientiousness. And if you think that I am that's just ridiculous. You know, I'm a married man for 15 years to a beautiful model from Slovakia. I have a 13-year-old son, and I do semen retention. I don't even masturbate, so give it up. For me to look at a child and a sexual arousing, that means you guys are sick. For you to even think that, you're a sick person. And I wish you nothing but the best of success. And I hope you get out of your negative energy and you find peace and enlightenment. Huh. Who's from Hamilton, Ontario? You guys recognize whose chain this is? Yeah. Yeah. It's the third one this month. My boys came around me. When you sign to the label, I just give it to them. What the fuck is a chomo? You're a chooch, bro. I'm 35 years old. I'm married for 15 years. It's been my, my one and only love. Nothing after that, because it's death to us part. I have an amazing son. Never lied to me, never stolen from me. And, I own my own home. I own sports cars. I own 3 breeding businesses. I own a dispensary. I got a beautiful in-ground pool out back. You know what I mean? That, you guys are going to work hard all your lives, and hopefully one day achieve one of those too as well. And, yeah, my tattoos are a little bit terrible, I'm not going to lie. They're all from old when I was gang banging. Actually, when I was seriously, notoriously stuck in the streets and in the trenches. I've done 6 years in the pen. I've done a 10-year sentence. I've committed and seen extreme violence. I'm still addicted to gangsterism, so don't get that twisted. Don't play with me in that sense. But I am trying to find the light. I'm trying to find a good aspect of life where I can change and find more positivity and more conscientious ascension. No, I'm sorry you feel that way, my friend. I'm sorry you feel that way. You're very judgmental, and it just seems to me that you just jump on people's lives and videos, and you're just a negative person, and you just actually talk shit about people to validate your own insecurities. So that's okay. And there's nothing you can say to me that can change anything, my friend. So but you already know. If I caught you in my neighborhood and my little riders and my bloods and my fives, swoop. I would take yours too. I'd have them fucking. I'd show you who's the real punk and who's the real negative piece of shit, and I'd deliver you the punishment that you deserve. May God be with you in your fucking process. Fuck your friend, he should have stayed trapped. Tell that bitch ass he ain't never getting his chain back. Third one this fucking month. You guys don't know what gangster is. But guess what? that life don't get you anywhere anyways. Just makes you do circles with idiots like you, little keyboard warriors. But I bet you if I seen you in person, you would do nothing but fluff little farts at your asshole and run, screaming for police, help! Third one this month. I don't even want this shit. Fucking keyboard warriors. Nobody knows how to be nice to people anymore. Nobody knows how to uplift people anymore. Nobody knows how to even say nice things to people anymore because they're just so stuck in their own stupid ego, ignorance. So people like you don't know any better. And yeah, actually Canada is one of the most fucking hardest places in North America. Don't ever get that twisted. You think Toronto, you think we're playing around out here? You think we live in igloos and shit? And we're just Canadian standoffs? You're going to the countryside. You're going to the Nova Scotia shit. Come to Hamilton. Come to Ontario, where the real population is, where the real metropolitan cities are. Just like North America, just like America has. It's all on the same continent. It's all the same minerals, the same resources, the same type of gorges, the same valleys, the same ocean, same fucking everything. There's no difference. It's just a fucking border dividing us. And yeah, I'd rather be American. And you fucking idiots, they own Trump and Biden. They own the left and the right. They just want to make you think you have a vote. All right. I'm gonna ignore you guys and all you. Mandy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to have you back. Yes, I am Canadian. I'm German. My whole family were Nazis, and the other side were Canadian infantry. One evading the other. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, and where I'm from, if you're white, you're a blood, and if you're black, you're a crip. Yeah, that's what it is. So. I'm glad that you got your facts right. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Honestly, bringing that love and that support and that good vibes back here. I truly appreciate you, bro. And you know what I mean? My spirit walks with you, and may the light be with you as well in your journey. And I wish that you manifested the real world and the real life that you and your family truly desire. So, let's get to this critical thinking. I'm not even worried about any of this negativity. The internet is just so negative, and there's too many keyboard warriors that just like to run their mouth. Actually, no, I don't believe in ratting, you know what I mean? I don't call police. I handle my business by myself, and you're probably the rat. Usually the person calling the rat is the rat. I've been to Collins Bay. The worst penitentiary in Canada. And I had to survive with the gladiators. You gotta be a fucking gladiator. So, enough with that. Anyways, let's get back to critical thinking, guys, because all these negative guys, you know what I mean, they're gonna swipe and go into somebody else's live and then just do the same shit over and over again. Repeat offenders, repeat episodes, never learning, never ascending, never consciously trying to empower themselves to be better. They're just ignorant people. They're tunnel vision. They have closed perspectives. So for the guys that have open perspectives and want to actually learn something, or even respectfully to agree to disagree, doesn't mean that we got to divide. Doesn't mean that we're enemies. And doesn't mean that we're, you know what I mean, that we're, you know, we should be separated. So here, let's go. Critical thinking. Do you want to know why Lucifer, as a Freemason, do you want to know why Lucifer was deemed the god of this realm, the physical plane, the bottom, the root? It's because to every physical shape, object, location, being has 6-dimensional sides to it. It has a roof, it has a bottom, it has a left, and it has a right, it has a north, it has a south. 6-dimensional sides to every physical object or person, place, thing in this realm. So, you want to know why the Freemasons and everybody throw up the triangles? The triangle, what does it stand for? The triangle, it's the spectrum, comes down from the father's sun on the 33-degree angle, making it a triangle spectrum. You are an electric magnetic being. These eyes are black holes. They're pupils connected by the visual cortex that gets connected to your brain. And these visual cortex, little tiny glands, are in the shape of the horns of a ram. Now, what's the memory of a computer? A RAM, a gig of RAM, correct? Do you think that's just coincidental? Or do you think that there's millions and millions of atoms and we are just an atom? See, people are like, you can't wait to get to space. We are already in space. There's atom, space, space, atom, space, everywhere. So you're already in space. Don't think that you're not. And for that being said, do you think it's coincidence that the first man and woman was named Adam and Eve? Everything is tied in numerically. Everything is color-coded and coded in a simulated matrix. So what we don't live in a physical world. I don't sniff drugs. I'm sorry, but Roster, what up, my broski? It's good to have you guys back, man. And everybody that is, how is this critical thinking? That's. I'm not even going to answer that because where is it not? Because we've been lied to on such a mass scale, and the only reason why that we wouldn't know any better is because you guys regurgitate textbook education. You wouldn't know any better unless they taught you. And despite your guys' persona and characteristics with all this negative entities that you bring into this live, it just goes to show what type of person you are. So it doesn't, I don't lose no sleep. There's nothing that you can say to me that can hurt me, that can change my beliefs, that can make me feel any worse than you probably already do about yourself. And I still wish you guys the best and success. If you guys would like to come back maybe and have a positive conversation or maybe get to know each other, that'd be fucking wonderful. But until then, take that negative shit down the street. Go suck some other fucking guy's fucking dick. Whatever the fuck floats your boat. I don't care. If you don't care, then I don't give a fuck about you. You're just gonna come back down and reincarnate in another body in this soul system, not solar system. God is super consciousness, infinite, eric, butic energy. The one, the zero frequency to one, right? And then it comes into duality. Right? That's where Jesus Christ comes in. I am. Not that he is, you are. Your subconscious is Jesus Christ, and it's directly linked to the super consciousness, God. Mic drop. I'll be right back. So we're going to sit here and we're going to pray. I'm going to say thank you, Jesus Christ, for shedding your blood on the cross. And and I'm gonna worship a blood sacrifice? Where's the red flags in the real critical thinking in today's society? When a lot of these people are they're so damn ignorant, it's not even funny. And listen, I don't take from anybody's faith. If that's what floats your boat, then that's fine. But as a Freemason, I need to tell you guys this. Faith is only 100% blind faith. There's no laws of physics and there's no evidence stating or backing it up. It's just based on your faith written by a word by man, not by God. God didn't write a book. God didn't give you a soul to take back, my friends. So, if you do not detach from these certain things from the physical plane, your soul tries to re-simulate the physical plane. And that's when you come back and reincarnate into another body. I gain nothing from this. I don't get paid for this. I already have everything in my house that I ever wanted. I have a fucking diamond glass case, everything. I got a Swarovski crystal glass case. I got a $200,000 car in the fucking driveway. I have a great in-ground pool that I just watch my beautiful model from Slovakia do the breaststroke every fucking day. I'm gaining nothing from this besides my sole purpose. I am protected by a higher power, and I've been given a higher purpose. So I will be of service. And if people who really true likely to, ascend higher conscientiously, then I would love for you guys to come for the ride. But other than that, all you negative pricks, I wish you nothing but the best and success, and may you get out your feelings, you little keyboard warriors, because if it was face to face, I'm sure you wouldn't even say boo. You wouldn't even make eye contact with me because, just because I've become a very positive person doesn't mean that gangster who I used to be is not inside. He's sleeping. He ain't dead. So don't play with me. All right? Tell me about the Masons and intelligence and you participate. I cannot tell you what happened in the lodge. I can tell you about our brotherhood, and and how it was very a secret society that's based on symbolic form, numeral code, parables, metaphors. That's what the Bible is. The Bible actually represents the human body. The temple, the church, that's your temple. This is your church. This is your temple. This is your church, right? Your subconscious, that's Jesus Christ. Yeah, your soul, that's your heart. It's a vortex. It actually gives off a 6-foot radius toroidal field around you. That's why they say, watch who you have around you. Protect your energy. Right? Okay, so guess what? You want to know why? Because when you're vibrating at a higher level, such as myself, and then you got these ignorant people that are vibrating on lower vibrations and frequencies, when they come into your 6-foot toroidal field, your radius, they actually start to take from your energy to replenish theirs, because it's a complete balance, everything in this world. So that's why they say, watch who you have around you and protect your energy. All you bums want his attention so bad. I don't even know if they want my attention, you know what I mean? Or they just want to know what I'm talking about, or even maybe get to know me. Who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe I want their attention. Maybe I want yours. Maybe this is why I'm doing this, to wake people up and show them that they're praying to a satanic religion and they're limiting themselves. Religion it was made by the Roman Catholics. The word was called relegate, to relegate religion. Do you know what that means? To hold back, to assign to a lower position and have limitations. Now, I know that the internet is so negative. You guys can be really, really, really disrespectful. And it just goes to show the characteristics. And, my mom and my father, they raised me so much more better to treat people the way that I want to be treated. You attract more bees with honey than you do vinegar. If you act like a asshole, you're going to be fucking treated like one. You learn that in kindergarten. But some people, they lose their way and they lose the thought of the reality and common sense and just common courtesy. So my common courtesy is just to ignore you guys, because you guys have no effect on me and never will. You have no power over this temple. You don't control this emotions. I do. I'm in control of my mind. I'm in control of this world. I live in my life. Yeah. So people like you actually let your mind control you, and you let your mouth get the best of you guys completely. When you let your mind control you, I'm 12 and that's deep, brain sucker. Hey man, you know what? Thank you very much. And it doesn't, that means that you're ahead of the game already, kiddo. You're already ahead of the game, bro. So good for you, man. And keep this conscientious up, this open perspective, regardless if me and you are agree to disagree. You're already a winner in my eyes, my brother. So salute you, bro. You already know. Now, I'm fucking up right now. Hot dogs are the worst cancer-causing, you know what I mean? Tetley tea and some unnatural foods. We are electrical, magnetic, light beings. These pupils are black holes that simulate this physical matrix in our mental plane. Okay? That being said, I was an MMA fighter, MMA enthusiast. I own 3 breeding businesses. I own a dispensary. We own cars. We own a home with no bills. We're doing very good for ourselves because I've learned how to manifest effectively to my purpose, my sole purpose. I tried to commit suicide 3 times 2 years ago. I had severe PTSD. I've killed people. I've done the time for it. I've watched people die in front of me. You guys have no idea the life that I've lived. But guess what? That's all behind me. I can never change the past. No matter what I do, I can never, ever change the past. But I could be the architect of my future, and it's never too late, right? So this is why I've found positivity in my life. I've already did my time. I've already did my milestones. I've been through the trials and tribulations, and now I'm ready for ascension. So please don't be alarmed about my past. My past is my past, but don't get me wrong, the dragon's inside. He's sleeping. He's not dead. If I ever have to resort back to my old ways to protect the ones that I love, I'll do it at all costs with no second guess. What am I? So woo. I grew up a blood, but I just wasn't a blood. I was the fucking leader of the bloods in my city. I led them. I created them. I started them. And if you wanted to be one, you had to go through me and my people. And if you're not, we came to your corner and we shut you down. Easily shut you down. My guys bring me these things all the time. It's three in 1 month. I don't even want this shit. It's nothing to me. It's nothing. This will never bring you happiness, and you can't take it where you're going. Fatty blood. No, actually, I've lost a lot of weight. I just recently broke my collarbone 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, I just broke my collarbone, and I'm right back at it again, because you want to know why. I know how to ground myself to this earth that promotes cellular growth and recovery, blood circulation. I know how to do cold plunges to shock my body and force blood flow in my body. I studied. I don't watch TV. I don't sit in front of that TV. I never did, and I haven't watched TV in 10 fucking years. You think entrepreneurs and millionaires sit in front of that TV? You'll never get that time back. Our thoughts are electric. Our emotions are magnetic. Everything we think, do, say, and act sends ripples into this universe, alternating your future, coding it and setting it in stone. Like real shit. Like setting it in stone. Everything you think, everything you say, and everything you do is alternating your future and coding it. When you learn how to reprogram your subconscious, which is directly linked to the superconscious, that's when you start to manifest effectively into your consciousness. Once it's brought to consciousness, then it's with a quick affirmation. I am made of the same energies of this universe as this universe is made of the same energy as me. Bestow me with this abundance frequency. Bring abundance to me now, times three, so mote it be. Money comes easily, frequently, and abundantly. Money comes easily, frequently, and abundantly. Abundance comes to me now, times three, so mote it be. So, like I was saying, we are an electrical magnetic light beings. We're only supposed to be putting in natural foods that are sun charged electrically and magnetic. Those things that are grown from the sun. If it grows from the sun, you can eat it. So, and now ground nuts. Ground nuts is what deworms your body. And the seeds to your fruit is what parasitic cleanses your body. The sun tells you what time of day it is. The moon tells you what time of month it is, and the stars tell you what time of year it is. And these soles that you wear on your feet are separating you from grounding yourself in this world. The more you start to learn the truth, origins, and what we are in this world, your life will start to unfold miracles right in front of your eyes. Okay? So now let me tell you this. When you start to learn how to reprogram the subconsciousness and actually take control of your mind, your universe. Like I'm telling you, the English language has been weaponized and was created to reprogram your subconscious. Like when you say bless you, be less you. Bless, be less. Appreciate. Our subconscious is only hearing we're seeing these symbols that are connected to everything, and everything's connected. Everything is numeral connected, color coded, everything. And it all gets tied down again. So the Freemason symbol, the square or the compass over the square, the compass represents a circle, infinity, no ending, no beginning, no end, just constant infinite. Okay? So now the square, which is a square, creates a square. It has a start and it has an ending, which means the square signifies, so mind, the infinite spirit realm, over matter, the physical realm. Circle, infinite, square, has a start and has an ending. So that being said, that's the reason why the Freemason signs have the compass over the square, mind over matter, spirit over physical. So that also being said, I also want to let you guys know that when you guys graduate high school and you have that cap on, do you guys notice that the square is above the circle? Because it actually shows physical matter over mind, because it's the dominance of the physics of this world and not the spiritual world. You are two beings. You are a physical body and you are a spiritual body. That's why you see all the black and white checkered floors in these rappers, or Freemason art, like pictures and portraits and all that stuff. Ross, yo, it's good to have you back, guys. Collector of music. This is exact. Yo, you're ahead of the game, buddy. Salute to you too, bro. These people, they're not ready for it. Those type of people that sit here, the keyboard warriors, this is all they know how to be. And it's because they're not really happy with themselves, and they're not following their heart. They're sitting there and living in depression and anxiety and check to check, and it's fake laughs. It's fake happiness. It's not real. And they sit here and they have to mock people and degrade people to validate their own insecurities, but it really, really doesn't. It just shows that they're ignorant, that they're just very ignorant individuals, and I have no time for those people. And if you don't care about yourself, then why the fuck should I care about you? You're just gonna reincarnate back in another body, so keep it pushing. Your friend should have stage strapped, telling me he ain't never getting his chain back. So I like to drink herbal tea, super herbal teas. This is my breakfast bar. It's like really messy right now. But all organic, no GMO, no caffeine, and it's all herbs, plants, and such like that. All that good stuff that I'd like to, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke weed, I don't use drugs. I believe mental clarity is definitely a lot better than an escape, that fake escape, because you come back to reality either way. So I used to be suicidal. I tried to commit suicide 3 times a couple years ago, and I discovered this book of wisdom. It's called The Book of Wisdom by my brother, Harry Joseph. Shout outs to Harry Joseph, brother. I love you so much. The things that you're doing is immense on this earth, and keep going, buddy. Rise and grind, bro. 365, and I'm with you, bro. Salute. So that being said, it changed my life perspective to a whole nother thing, especially like when you have an inner consciousness that is listening at all times. Like sit there, now think of a word, now say the word, now envision that whatever that word is, that's you, that's your consciousness. You're actually in another world doing that. This is like a screen, like your subconscious is so real and it's so alive. That's your spirits. So that being said, when you learn how to reprogram your subconscious, miracles just unfold right in front of your eyes. So my girlfriend kind of eating my butt right now. Oh, wow. I eat my girl's butt. No, I'm just kidding. Not. Kevin Gates don't got shit on me. I'm married to a beautiful woman that I'm highly, highly attracted to, and she's amazing. She's stuck it out with me even when I went throughout the whole notorious gangsterism of my life, all of it. She stood by me, and when she gets home, actually, she's out doing some things right now, and when she gets home, definitely, I don't mind showing her. She's the love of my life, She's my 10. She might not be your 10, but she's my 10. And she does a very good job being high maintenance, taking care of herself as well. Conrad, bro, good job, bro. Like, again, head of the game, bro. Salute, you're ahead of the game. Yeah. And so basically, I'm trying to manifest the life that they deserve. I want to spoil them. I want to give them everything that they ever wanted. And they already do. They already have everything that they ever wanted. They don't want anything. My son has 2 rooms upstairs. One's got a game room with like two computer desks, you know, Xbox, big ass TV on every single room. You know what I mean? And none of this means fucking jack shit. But I can teach you how to manifest this and accumulate this yourself effectively. Excuse me for my burp. Your fire alarm's chirping like a monkey. I know, fuck, they're hardwired. There's no batteries in them. I even went and checked them again today, and I'm just about to start ripping them off because every time I get in a live or every time I do something, I have to explain it 50,000 times, and it seems like those little tiny things distract certain people. So, you know, I would rather have their attention on something more productive and more important, such as this critical thinking. No, you're right. You're right, Gaiman. It does not. All this physical stuff, you can't take it with you, and it will never make you happy. It collects dust on the shelf after 30 days, my brother. But you know what does? Working on yourself, ascending your consciousness and self-awareness, working on yourself and pouring that energy back into yourself. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to chase somebody that won't put the energy into you or themselves. You know what I mean? You know, so I was speaking to one of my new friends yesterday, and they came right on the line, and they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill myself. You know, my wife, she left me. She's claiming that I'm a racist, and you know, she wants to see other people now." So I told him right away. I said, "Hey, listen, kiddo." I said, "Bro, the worst thing that you can do right now is hold on to somebody that's already let go. You know what I mean? Don't sacrifice your happiness for somebody else." Because that person doesn't care about your happiness. When you're crying tears, that person's not. Do you think when you're crying tears, that person gives a shit about you? No. So the worst thing you can do, friends, is hold on to something that's already let go a long time ago. Emily, yes, sir. Yes, Roger. Yeah, my bro, he remembered yesterday, eh? So even my bro, me and him, you know what I mean? We you know, we were like, you know, he kind of was like, you know what I mean? And me and him, how we enlightened each other and came on common ground, and now we became super good friends, bro. That's what I love about this, you know what I mean? I don't hold hard feelings, you know what I mean? I don't wish you guys no ill will or bad intention. I wish that yes, I'm Canadian. I'm actually German. My family they fought in the Nazi war, and my Canadian side fought in the Canadian infantry. My whole family are military. Yes, I do follow the spiritual discipline. What I do is, so before I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, I do meditation. I try to rise my breathing exercises to rise the vibration levels and the frequencies of my body, and bring more positivity and just that calming positivity throughout the day. It's immense, and it's immense. I do it on sun up and sundown. Also after that, so the nervous system, it stores memory. It stores trauma, memory, good times, bad times, and that's actually where arthritis and pain, carpal tunnel, etc., comes from. Not from diet. It comes from stored trauma in your memory nervous system. So that being said as well, I do yoga. That's it, because yoga actually releases stored trauma in your guys' nervous system and releases that memory of that trauma that was done to your nervous system. So yes, I do spiritual discipline all the time. I believe it's very necessary for every electrical light being. Just like Dr. Sibi said, you want to heal your body, you want to understand your body, you need electrical plants and electrical fruit for an electrical body, not medicine. Western medicine is not real. Tylenol only suppresses the symptoms of your headache, but the next day, wherever the complication stems from, it comes back because it was not cured. Pepto-Bismol, it suppresses your acid reflux, but that acid reflux is going to come back again. Again, because you did not cure where it stems from. Just like chemotherapy. Chemotherapy kills cancer cells, but it also kills your liver cells, your sperm cells, your brain cells, all the above. So now that you have this depleted body, and that cancer was not cured, so after remission and it starts to become malignant again, it overcomes your depleted body and you end up dying after second, third time around. You do not need medicine, you need healing. You need holistic healing, my friends. And you need vibrations, you need to be grounded. When you sleep at night, you need to be grounded. Yes. Grab an electricity conductor test, stick it in the ground, put your shoe on your foot and touch the ground with you holding the red one. It's gonna barely even touch over 2 decimals. But the second you take that rubber shoe off, you're in the triple digits of grounding your electricity. Grounding promotes recovery, new cellular growth, just like fasting does. You need to fast and detox all these unnatural foods that is chemically killing your flesh. The meat that you eat is killing your meat. We are not supposed to eat meat because if a diabetic cuts off meat for 90 days, he decreases his insulin usage to 30%. And you guys wouldn't know anything better unless you regurgitate textbook education or they taught you. So people like me that have discovered and became a part of a secret society that I want nothing to do with anymore, I want to just show everybody what I've discovered. That's my sole purpose now. To show you guys who you really are, what this place really is, how we're supposed to live while being here, and what we are supposed to prepare for. That is my goal, that is my purpose, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do so. What secret society do you belong to? Yes, the Freemason Brotherhood. I'm from Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton is the national capital of Canada. And I was sponsored by my best friend. He was the president of the biker club. His name was, I'm not going to tell you his name. God rest his soul, he passed away. He was my sponsor. He was the 30th Reich of the National. God rest your soul, Commander. I love you, buddy, and I miss you so much. He showed me a different way. I thought the Freemasons were the Illuminati, the fucking pieces of shit that pulled the strings behind the walls. But it's not. It's a secret society that has the hidden cult knowledge that they spread amongst themselves. Also, the money, they keep it in the Brotherhood. If you have a drywall company, the drywall contracts come to you. If you're a doctor, they come to you. This and that, vice versa. They keep it amongst the Freemasons and no other. And they do not allow us to talk about what happens inside the lodge. What happens in the lodge is private, and you're not allowed to discuss that. So these type of people are not people that you want to make enemies at all. These people are very powerful people, you know what I mean? Because of the knowledge and education that they have, the intelligence and their perspective on life. And they're able to. Hey, everybody. Just want to say what's up to everybody. All the positive vibes in here. Everybody, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and listening to what I have to offer, or just checking out my YouTube channel. I started this YouTube channel 13 months ago, and I was still praying to God, like this false God, and I was praying to this blood sacrifice of Jesus dying on the cross, and having this doubt that I was ever going to make it into heaven, or if I was ever going to be forgiven. So that is based on 100% blind faith. And if that's what floats your boat, by all means, whatever floats your boat and makes you live a happy life and positive life. But I'm going to let you guys know right now that doubt is what's going to make you reincarnate back into this soul system, not a solar system. If you do not detach from the physical plane, the soul tries to re-simulate the physical plane in desires, lusts, pleasures, and wants. And what does, it actually just jumps right back into recycle, and you get sent back down here into another body and reincarnation. So I'm gonna pull up some of my brother Harry Joseph's videos. He put out a book called The Book of Wisdom, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I strongly recommend you guys research that. Take the time to just watch his YouTube shorts. If you have a short attention span, definitely I'll show you the dogs tonight around 6 o'clock. I've already discussed it with the live guys yesterday. I own 9 dogs, 3 breeding businesses. I have 6 teacup toy poodles, 3 micro bullies, and 5 leopard bangles. We've converted my basement into a leopard bangle place. Unfortunately, I haven't been down there to clean or show you guys, but it takes processes. I live a very busy life where I have to constantly stick to routine, and if I don't, then we start to. Where's Buttercup and Blossom? All right, let's go. Come with me, because you know, Roster, you're my dog. You're my broski now, and I don't mind showing you. So it's nice out today. I just wanted them to have more fun outside. So this is where a couple of them are right now. So, as you can tell, that's Pregnant Buttercup, that's Chaos, and that's Blossom. Those are the 3 micro bullies. This one, that's Mojo. That's Mocha. That's Bubbles. And that's Puffy. Hold on. We're not done yet. So pardon my master bedroom. It's a little messy right now, but again, I don't feel embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed. It's one of the emotions that I don't. I'll laugh with you guys at myself. So come on in my humble of home. So here is Cece. Hi, Cece, baby. And unfortunately, you know, I broke my collarbone about 4 weeks ago, so money's a little bit more tighter this month. So that's why they're looking a little bit more shaggy. So we're just taking our time to save up the money to get 9 dogs groomed. It's, you know, $900. It's not cheap. This is Coco, everybody. This is such a small teacup toy poodle. Here, let me help you, honey. Oh, careful, careful. So she had party colored micro poodles. Oh, look at them. This is Coco, everybody. She's she doesn't know how to bark. She yelps. So every time my wife walks in the door, she sounds like a kid yelling, like, because she's the smallest one. And this is Cece Cuckoo Bear. Unfortunately, fortunately, she had 4 red teacup toy poodles, red apricot. They're one of the most desired colors and the most expensive ones. They're roughly around 3 pounds, 4 pounds each dog. And they are, honestly, they're not our pets. This is our family. This is a way of life. And we've been doing this for 15 years. And I've been with my wife 15 years. And the whole time we've been together, we've been breeders. We wouldn't have it any other way. Talk about Freemasons. Yeah, no problem. Okay, love you, girls. Oh, sorry. See, you know, my wife's little makeup area up here in the hallway whenever we're getting out and going out for, date night. It's coming up. I broke my collarbone 4 weeks ago. Broke it right in half. And then I broke it into little fragment pieces at the rotary cuff. And look at 4 weeks ago. That's what grounding your body does. It promotes recovery and cellular growth. So does cold plunges. It forces blood flow. Man, I could show you guys so many different stuff. Date night with a poodle. No, we leave the my son watches the poodles, or we get somebody to come over and to host the dogs while me and my wife, we go out and we have the time of our lives, where we leave all negative, all bad, all evil or hurtful emotions, past words, memories, whatever, and we leave all that shit to the ignorance, you know, and other people's lives and such. What do you think about Buddhism? So Buddhism is mainly the same thing as this historic, same thing. Buddhism is kind of like is still like a religion too, where you know what I mean. It's still for a form of religion based on the whole aspect of the spiritual world, the light beings, the electric, magnetic, and all that stuff in Buddha. So yeah, it's still a man-made religion. Oh, I appreciate you, Conrad. Thank you so much, bro. Those words resonate with me very, very, very well. And I just want to say thank you very much. That means the world to me, bro. And I wish you nothing but peace and prosperity in this journey. And I want you to manifest your dreams in your dreams and like to your wildest dreams, bro. That's what I want you to do. So I hope I can help you guys out. I hope I can help out anybody. If I'm not, it's okay. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, and probably you won't either. And I also just want to let you guys know, you know what I mean? I don't gain nothing from this. I'm not getting paid. I started this channel 13 months ago, you know what I mean? Where I was, still praying and this and that. My life has changed miraculously. Miracles are unfolding right before my eyes now that I've researched this book of wisdom. I've defeated severe PTSD. I no longer take any medicine. I don't use drugs. And I don't, and I'm just not negative anymore. I used to be such a negative fucking prick. I used to go on people's lives and say, yo, follow you fucking, and just side with group thought and just be an ignorant person. Trump and Biden, they own the left and the right. They just want you to make you think you have a vote. Trump, yeah, he's a great guy. He's very entertaining. He's done everything that he said he's done. You know, the people's champion, the president, American royalty, whatever. But I want to let you know this as a Freemason and the real knowledge that I know. The Freemason told me to get my family out of Canada by 2030. Why? Because we are the frontier battlefield for the United States. Donald Trump is now signing executive orders underneath the desk out of the public's eyes right now that are going to be infringed on your 2030 rights when the new world order and the lockdown comes. 2030 is going to be a huge lockdown, and you guys all need to prepare for it. Non-perishables, ammunition, water, safe haven, and you need to have an EMP container that is protected by any type of electric magnetic pulse. You need to inline it with tinfoil and outwards. 2 walkie-talkies, 2 drill sets, you know what I mean? Some batteries, rechargeable batteries, because when this country goes dark, they knock off all communications, all hydro, all water, and you're left with nothing. And after a month, 1 month, my friends, it's gonna become anarchy. Women will not be able to walk the streets. Neighbors will be breaking into each other's homes just to feed their children. And if you don't think that can't happen here, then you are naive, my friend, because it's already happened in Ukraine. Do you guys think there's... What's your take on Ukraine? You think that they're Ukrainian? Do you think there's a place called Ukraine? No. In 1992, the USSR went tits up bankrupt and could not hold down their regions. The Western democracy propaganda was spreaded in the Crimea area, and they went and vote, and that's when they infiltrated the region of Crimea, creating Ukraine. They don't speak Ukrainian, they speak Russian. They're Russians, plain and simple. Am I being negative, Mile? Okay, I apologize, my friend. Sometimes I do get emotionally invested because, you know what I mean? Just because of the negative stuff that I have to go through first before I can get myself onto these critical thinking and critical topics. So yes, thank you for that reminder. Sometimes everybody just needs a little tiny reminder and just say, hey man, you're kind of going down the rabbit hole right now. Oh, okay. But either way, you reminded me that I was kind of getting a little bit of a tone. I was getting, like, you know what I mean, a little bit of a frustration. And I'm glad that you did that, because that's what brought me right back to, you know what I mean, the positive thinking and the whole concept of critical minds. Okay, so let's get to a one of my brother Joseph's YouTube shorts. They are definitely... Bro, we know you used to be a firehouse for sure. You got that type. Yeah. Oh, honestly, I'm so energetic. It's not even funny. Every time I see somebody, I uplift them. That is my sole purpose, bro. I uplift people. I empower them because I'm a leader. And when you're a leader, you don't create followers. You cultivate more leaders. You show them that they can be great, if not greater. Just as great, if not greater. Right? And real leaders, we don't lead by command. We lead by example. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate you, and your words are very kind, and I'm so happy that you're here. Please, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you guys nothing, but it also helps out my family immensely, and me, and helping manifest the life that they desire and deserve. And I just want to make my wife and my son happy. That is my goal as a father and as a husband, and I just want to continue to do so. My age, Evan, is 35. I'm 89, baby. August 22nd, I'm the last day of the Leo. King of the jungle, baby. Yeah, all right, Miles. You can roll with me anytime, my brother, and I wish you nothing but the peace and prosperity, my bro. And I hope you manifest abundance at your wildest dreams. I hope you become rich. I hope you become wealthy. I hope you become intelligent, and I hope you are happy, truly happy in here, and you're not seeking exception or validation from false emotions and happiness. It's not real. It's false satisfaction. Get some water. Oh, do I look dehydrated? I'm not religious. I used to be when I started this channel 13 months ago. I was very religious. Prayed. I said the power of prayer and all that stuff. But then I realized I was praying to a blood sacrifice of some perfect God that sent his only begotten son down to earth to be blood sacrificed and crucified to forgive you of your sins and give you eternal life. Holy shit, people, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Wow. Did you hear what I said? Blood sacrificed for your forgiveness. This world is so perfect. The sun, the moon, the seasons. To every habitant, there's an eating. To every animal, there's a habitat. There are habitat. There's an eating ecosystem. There's like this world is too perfect, and that creator, that super consciousness, is too perfect to ever do something like that. There's no perfect God. There's no parent that would send their child to death, especially the almighty creator. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It blows my mind. 100% blind faith. People just side with blind faith. Hey, what's up, bro? You're back. And everybody, that's what's up here. Another fat ex-bug sergeant that couldn't hack it. Okay, either way. He's not a parent and Jesus didn't die, bro. And then where is he? Have you heard from God? Has he spoken to you? Or is this just more blind faith that leaves you with doubt, wondering if you're going to be forgiven, wondering if God's going to accept you into heaven? There's no laws of physics. There's no evidence stating that. But there's tons of evidence that is going to show you what I'm going to show you now. So I'm just going to show you guys. I'm not going to talk anymore because it seems like you guys got more questions and curiosity. So that's actually a really good thing. I'm going to show you guys. It's going to blow your guys' flipping brains.
Freemasons use this symbol, G, but it's called. Freemasons use this symbol. G is the generative principle. This is the secret power to create anything in your life. The generative principle is about creation, genesis, or generation. All creation requires this one generative force. That force is love or care. If you care about football, you will...
Jesus Christ, in the Last Supper, he holds his hand like this and hands like this. Why is he doing that? One's pointing to the temple, the kingdom of God. The other one's pointing to the heart, the soul. When you align the heart and soul, your thoughts and your emotions, you ascend into a higher consciousness, your subconscious. Let me get back to this.
Generate that reality. Think, feel, and act towards it. If you don't care about football, you will not generate that reality. We all care about staying in our homes. Therefore, we use our thoughts, emotions, and actions to generate money. When we have a child, we care for them. We generate their life and look after them. All of creation is based upon this generative principle. The sun cares, therefore it gives all of its life and energy to the earth to make sure we live. Trees make sure the trees next to them are all healthy because they care and send minerals to each other. Are you starting to get the point? All creation demands a care or a love energy. In life,
Now I want to show you guys this about the canes. Back in the 1800s, did you know that everybody had a cane? All men had canes, right? Men are electric beings. Women are magnetic. The sun is electric. Father, sun, mother, moon, magnetic. Mother, moon, women are subconscious. They're emotions. Men, we are an electric being. We're logistics. We are straightforward. So, for example, when the woman asks the man if for dinner, what do they say? Honey, are you hungry? Subconsciously, indirectly. Woman, emotion, mood, right? But when a man says it, vice versa, for example, what does he say? We're getting food. I'm hungry. Let's eat. Because we are direct. We are electrical beings. That being said, here, I need you guys to take a look at this. Tell me what you guys think, guys, for the positive people, for the open-minded people, or just even people that are just decent people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I want to thank you for your guys' presence here and taking the time out of your busy schedule to come into this here. So anyways, here, now take this in, guys. This is going to blow your mind.
Ever wondered why all the ancients used to hold canes? Canes we use today have rubber tips. Ancient canes used natural materials with metal handles and metal tips with a wooden pole. The ground is electromagnetic. These canes were used for grounding. The electromagnetic energy of the earth was connected to the body by grounding these poles. Today we use unnatural material, which doesn't allow any...
So, again, my friend, with all due respect, gender dysphoria is not, you can't transition. When you're born a man, you're still a man. Even if you get all the surgeries and this and that, you're still a man. You don't become a woman. I'm very sorry to say that. I know that might offend a lot of people, but it is agree to disagree. This is my personal belief. It's unnatural. This is not the way you've been put on this earth or God intended you to be. So that being said, no, you can't. That's unnatural. And you know what? We need to stop pushing acceptance on mental health and start bringing people back to reality and common fucking sense. Because when a 35-year-old man wants to go piss next to my 12-year-old fucking niece or my 6-year-old fucking best friend's daughter, that's a problem. That's a problem. And when teachers are having sexual conversations with children, confusing our children, that's a problem. That is a very bad problem. Now, I don't believe that they should be treated any differently, ridiculed, harmed, or segregated. Sexual preferences, that's what it is. Your sexuality is your preference and should be very private and behind closed doors, shared with the one that you are intimate with. Not with children, not to debate with society, and not to destroy and confuse our youth. I'm sorry, this is how I feel. I'm sorry if I offended anybody that feels differently about that. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to show you guys the absolute truth of reality and not this fake stuff that they're really pushing on people. Exactly, you know what I mean? Sexual preference, it should be behind closed doors. You wanna fucking suck a man's cock and you're a guy, go right ahead. Don't push it on my child. Don't subject me to your objectives. Just because that person's confused and thinks he's a woman or she's a man, and then you want me to identify you as that? You don't subject me to your objectives. That's mental health. And we need to stop pushing acceptance on this crazy shit because it's destroying our fucking society. It's destroying our kids' minds. No, I'm not. You know what? I wasn't a part of that type of authority. I was conducted in a gang called Hamilton Blood Soldiers. We were the Bloods of Hamilton. We ran it. We were the biggest fucking gang. Still are. When I became 13 years old and I was conducted into it, I know, I'm a very serious guy. I got a lot of energy. I'm a hyper person, you know what I mean? Hypertension and this and that, you know what I mean? I vibrate at a very high level and I'm trying to show you guys this. And the more you guys get to know me, the more you guys will start to see that I'm telling the truth. Cowards lie because they're scared to tell the truth, and I got nothing to hide to you. There's 3 things I've never experienced in this world: fear, paranoia, and embarrassment. I'll tell you my most embarrassing moment. I was molested as a child. When I was 10 years old, I dated a 13-year-old girl that was a model from Europe, and I had a fucking wet fart through my fucking boxers in the bathroom garbage, and she found it, dumped my ass right away. You know what I mean? So that's, again, I don't get embarrassed. You guys can't embarrass me. I can't even embarrass myself. I'll laugh with you guys at myself, and if I can't, and if they can't take a joke, then fuck them. Keep it pushing, guys. Keep it pushing. You know, there's other lives that you guys can be, start talking all your guys' garbage and nonsense. That being said, fear. Every emotion that you think and have in your body releases a chemical reaction in your body. Fear releases cortisone. Cortisone is the most cancerous chemical compound to the human body. That's why in all holy Bibles and all holy books and scriptures, it says not to fear. Yes, you have one life in this vessel. This vessel, one life. But your soul lives forever. God did not give you a soul to take from you, just to take it back. You guys need to understand this. Yo, Winston, thank you so much, bro. And I really appreciate that, dog. And you know what? Everybody that comes into my life and becomes a brother or a family, a part of this movement, you become one with me. You become a rider with me. My name's Ryder. I'm the leader of HBS, Ryder Gang, the Hamilton Blood Soldiers. So, welcome to the Riders, Ryder. I appreciate you so much. And all your kind words and your supportiveness, it's immense. Again, it's so hard to come by today. It's so hard to find good, genuine, decent, common courtesy people. My mom taught me when you find a real person or a genuine soul, embrace that person and don't ever let them go, because you'll probably never find another one again. So that is, that's exactly what I do. I embrace good people in my life and I bring them along this journey with me of spiritual enlightenment and ascending into higher conscientiousness. And I hope I can be of service to you guys. I've been given this higher purpose. I'm protected by a higher power. And if you guys learn how to reprogram your subconscious to bring it into your consciousness and then manifest it and demand it into your reality, your life will change. Miracles will start to unfold right before your eyes. And you know what, that's weird, because you say you can respect God without fear. But no, because at the end of the day, your 100% blind faith still fears this God. You fear the judgment that he's going to give you. You fear that he won't forgive you. You fear that you're not going into heaven, ultimately leaving you in doubt. And that's where you fucking fail. That's where you reincarnate back into this fucking world. It's not a solar system. It's a soul system. Hold on one second. My beautiful queen is calling me. Hey, gorgeous.
Hi.
How you doing?
Done work. Coming home.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? It's SMan Da Best Man here on Critical Minds. I hope everybody's doing well, and I wish you guys nothing but the best and success. I'll be back around 6, 7 o'clock tonight. Take care, guys.